Jewelers halftime report. We'll hit on some top 25 matchups today. South Carolina, Notre Dame, UConn, all in action. But as we focus in on this game, Temple down 9 against West Virginia, but guards on both sides struggling.
Yeah, guards and leading scorers on both sides. I'm looking at Tiara East for Temple, and I'm looking at JJ Quinterly for West Virginia. 1 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 7 from the floor, respectively. I want to see which guard can get going to close out the half.
Okay, we'll see what happens here at the end of the first half. We'll see you at the break.
Thank you very much. Guards aren't hitting as we're used to seeing. Both teams struggling from the floor as the score would.
Welcome back to the League Forward Center. And right before the break, there was a timeout was taken.
Has missed 6 straight shots. West Virginia hasn't scored in the last 2 minutes. They are outscoring Temple 8-2.
This is not unexpected.
No.
I mean, these are teams that are very defensive oriented. I mean, West Virginia is averaging 86 points, but their schedule hasn't really prepared them in a way to play in Big 12 play yet. They've had a lot of blowouts, but they do create a lot of offense from defense. Now, fortunately for Temple, turnovers have been dead ball turnovers, so they haven't led to run-outs and easy scores.
High degree of difficulty on that off-balance shot.
And I know Drea likes good defensive battles.
Yeah.
She was a heck of a defensive player.
Yeah.
But then you get older and you want to see shots.
Yeah, it's always nice to see shots go in the basket. We have not seen a whole lot of that. Temple's now gone over 4 minutes without a point. Blackston, the Colorado transfer. East comes up with the rebound. East, the reigning American Conference Player of the Week, was absolutely brilliant in their win against Villanova. Oliver, man. It's like those carnival rings where they're just small and everything bounces out.
That's right. I used to practice on one of those rings.
Did you?
Growing up. Yeah.
Did it frustrate you?
No. It made me have to shoot it perfectly.
Like a true swish. Ball goes back over to Temple. And these two teams met quite often when they were in the Atlantic 10 from the early 80s to the mid-90s, but have not played each other since 2015 when West Virginia won in Morgantown. Kind of an unusual matchup, a Big 12 team taking on Temple in the American this afternoon on ESPN2. Over on ABC, NC State is beating Louisville decisively. Up by almost 30. That's surprising to me. There's a charge.
I remember we had NC State a few weeks ago, and at the time, surprised that they fell out of the top 25 because their schedule was brutal, to say the least. And just, again, trying to figure it out with a new, very guard-oriented system, not having River Baldwin in the middle as well. And the West Morris team is a legit team.
They really struggled. Davidson almost got him the other night.
It's consistency.
Yeah. That would have been a great win for Davidson, a sub-500 team. Hey, we have a made basket knocked down by Jordan Harrison. Temple being outscored 11-2. Yes, they have 2 points in over 7 minutes in this quarter. Temple has missed 12 of their 13 shots this quarter and turned it over 4 times.
Now, this West Virginia zone is going to force you to take that high post jump shot and knock it down. They're going to live with teams taking that shot.
Second chance as Quinterly got the rebound. 18 seconds to shoot for the Mountaineers. Again, this is their first true road game for West Virginia. Both of these teams taking exams next week. That's always a weird time of year for an athlete. Oh, that was a good fake, but then the block by Felicia Jacobs.
Wow! Free!
Her first points of the game.
I mean, you've got to feel really good if you're Temple. You've struggled on the offensive end, but you've done a good enough job defensively to keep you within a striking distance.
Well, West Virginia is only shooting 31% from the floor, but Temple's at 20. Watson. draws the foul and will head to the free throw line. East picks up the foul. That is her second. So Diane Richardson takes her out with $1:51 left to go. Third annual Jumpman Invitational tips off Tuesday in Charlotte. Men's ball, North Carolina and Florida at 7 Eastern on ESPN. And then on ESPN2, the women's Jumpman matchup, Oklahoma and Michigan at 9:30 Eastern on ESPN2. Coming up on Tuesday. And on the men.
Nothing going on in Tar Heel country right now, right?
No,
nothing.
I heard there might be something going on with another sport.
Yeah, I think I heard that as well.
$10 million a year for Uncle Bill. Now, replacing Mac Brown, who had been the oldest coach in FBS, and now it's Mr. Belichick taking over at the age of 72.
I love how it's come full circle for him, though. I'm always a fan of stories like that.
His father was an assistant at North Carolina, also at Navy. So he spent some time in those cities when he was growing up, learning the trade from his dad. Quinterly all the way through the lane and turnover.
Yeah, Mark Kellogg has to be frustrated with the way his team has played. I don't know that you're surprised, though. This is a team that's been off for a long time. They haven't played a game in a minute. And, you know, sometimes when you've had those kinds of droughts, it takes a little bit for you to get back into a rhythm.
It's been 9 days since Temple has played. Actually, for both teams, they have not played since December the 6th, which was a week ago Friday.
We're on 2 minutes to go in the second quarter before halftime.
Turnovers in their last couple of games.
Well, Coach Kellogg talked to us about the fact that he feels like his team hasn't done a great job of taking care of the basketball, that they need to do a better job. And it's a veteran group. I mean, this is a team that comes back with a ton of experience. But there are times when you're playing games like this and you're winning by large margins that you get a little lax. You get lax mentally, you get lax physically, and it's something that he wants his team to tighten up before they head into league play.
Shaw made the last basket, and now the shot clock is off.
And the shot clock is turned off. We're under a minute to go in the second quarter before halftime.
5 points in this quarter.
And gets to go with the 3. And that's how we're going to end the first half. And we're trailing by 10.
Kellyanne Ciendo.
And it's no good at all.
To pull them to within 10 at the half. So West Virginia shot 32% in the first half. Temple just 24%. And you see 15 times holding an opponent to 10 points or less in a quarter. So that's the end of the first half with West Virginia up 31-21. Next up, we'll go back to the studio. Shea Cornett and Andrea Carter are standing by. And as you mentioned, Seth, Andrea loves defense. So she could pull something really positive out of what we saw here.
That's right, she does. Dre and Shay here with you on the Kay Jewelers halftime report. Before we get to what we're seeing right now, let's go to some other top 25 matchups. Number 2, UConn taking on Georgetown. Early in the second quarter, Paige Beckers, a pull-up jumper. Huskies leading big by double figures.
Yeah, big-time shot by Paige Beckers, her mid-range, her quick release. And Sarah Strong, the freshman, versatile. She can shoot from the inside. She can shoot from the outside. Her skill set is elite as a freshman.
Let's just see more of Paige Beckers from long range, just for good measure here. Again, UConn leading big. We go to 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Again, Beckers now on a fast break. Nice little layup. Right now, UConn leads 52-25. Hello. Again, Kay Jewelers halftime
Let's take a
report.
breather
Great
and
here with you. And UConn is coming off
see you
a
be
loss
back.
to
Will we
Notre
be
Dame
back in the
South Bend,
second
responding
half
in a big
in the
way
third
against
quarter?
Georgetown.
Yeah, this is a big response against Georgia.